Hey, do you really even know what's an ingrown hair or how to prevent one? How about the dangers of a bacterial infection while you're waxing or shaving? Let me tell you, hair removal can be tricky. Luckily, the bumps and burns are totally normal, and there are many easy, simple, and effective ways to avoid the bumps and leave your skin looking radiant after shaving or waxing. Hey, I'm Elaine Martens from Beauty by Code, and welcome to my channel. Do you ever experience razor burn, bumps, and rashes after you shave or wax? I know I do. And maybe you are in a hurry and you think that a quick shave won't hurt, only to be left with uncomfortable redness, bumps, and ingrown hairs, So in this video, I'm going to give you 8 tips so you're going to have a smooth, beautiful skin. And tip number 1 is exfoliate. I know it, you know it, everybody knows it, but you don't do it because otherwise you wouldn't be watching this, right? Many of the problems that come from shaving and waxing are due to the fact that we have dead skin, and that happens every single day in our body, and that's normal. But when you don't exfoliate often, that dead skin gets in your pores get clogged, and that would give you, the pimples and the bumps in the area that you are shaving or waxing. And this can also lead you to have ingrown hairs. Now, in case you don't already know, an ingrown hair is actually a hair that it's going to grow, let's say, like backward on itself, and it's going to grow in the follicle, and that's going to cause redness, and it's going to look basically like a pimple. Now, pay attention. Whatever you do, don't try to scratch or pop the ingrown hair. We always do, right? But that can lead to like a more serious infection. The best methods for dealing with this type of situation is just using water, with a washcloth, or a good old glove that you can find at Target or any CVS or drugstore. Listen, from all the things, exfoliating in the shower is what will prevent you from having strawberry legs. Easy, right? Of course, you can also use a gentle chemical exfoliator. Just go for products that have glycolic acid. And what I like using is, by the way, LME's glycolic pads. They work very well, and I'm going to be doing a video about this baby. Tip number 2, you just have to keep things clean, and this is like common sense. When you're waxing and shaving, when you remove the skin, your pores are going to be open and more vulnerable to oil and bacteria and infection. Of course, to avoid this, you just have to clean the area you're going to shave, and it's pretty easy, it's pretty basic. Tip number 3, apply a moisturizing cream before you start shaving or waxing, especially shaving, and leave it there for a minute or so. This will allow the moisturizer will soften the hair. And I promise you, your experience is going to be much more easily. Tip number 4, you have to wax in the direction of your hair growth. All professionals, they know this, and now you know this. Tip number 5, if you are shaving, be sure that you use a clean, sharp razor. I know that it's very tempting to just go for the same old one that's been sitting in your shower for weeks, months, if not years. But, I know sometimes it's just easier to take that one instead of, running and trying to find just the new one that you bought. But, I don't have to tell you that an old razor is like a breeding ground for bacteria. So go and buy a new one. Easy. Okay, so now I hate to tell you this, but after shaving and waxing, well, your work doesn't stop there. If you want beautiful, smooth, and radiant glowing skin, well, you need to keep going. And tip number 6 is very, very simple. What is it? Well, don't touch the area. Again, after shaving or waxing, your skin is very sensitive. the pores are wide open, and then you can get in with your hands, you can put in your pores bacteria and oils. Now this tip, right, this tip covers more than just touching with your hands though, okay? So be sure to wear loose fitting clothing, right? You don't want to rub against the area because that will cause irritation, and it ain't good. The elastic of your panties after you've done the Brazilian, that feeling, and sometimes we have a little wax on there. You know what I'm talking about? Well, just go for good old big panties, soft material, and grand size. That's it. I also highly recommend that you skip the gym just for a little while, like right after you have, you're shaving or waxing, because friction and sweat, it ain't good. Tip number 7, apply a skin moisturizer. It could be an ointment. I think that the best choice is to go for things that don't have a lot of synthetic materials. Go for something that is very natural and products that are meant to soothe your skin. I'm going to give you a couple of options for you if you want to have a beautiful soothed skin after waxing. So the first option is fur oil by Fur, and this oil will soften your skin and will prevent you from having bumps and will reduce the redness. It is an absolutely delicious mix of jojoba oil, grapeseed oil, and that will hydrate your skin. It also has clay, some sort of, not clay, clary sage and tea tree oil. So if you keep using this product in the future, eventually you will have less ingrown hairs. So that's a very good option. Option number 2 is a product called Lady Soot Botanical Rejuvenating, oh my god, it's called Lady Soot Rejuvenating Botanical Oil, and it's a blend of oils that will soothe your irritated skin. Good option. By the way, both options are formulated for the most sensitive skin in your body, but you can put it whatever you want if you want smooth, velvety, and delicious skin. You can put it whatever you want. So, and finally, tip number 8 is consistency. You have to be consistent. If you are waxing, make sure you make it a habit. Don't do what I do, okay? Like I don't do it, I forget, and one day I realize that things are completely out of control. I make an appointment and it's very painful. You know what I'm talking about, okay? So if you're waxing, just commit to waxing every 6 to 8 weeks. And let me give you a bonus tip. The hair and the follicles get a little inflamed after waxing. So very simple, just consider applying like a cool compress that will soothe your skin and will make the redness go away. Whatever you do, pay attention, don't pick the bumps. I know that it's very tempted. We all have done it, right? But refrain from that, exfoliate often and apply the moisturizers and you're going to have a beautiful skin. Right now, go to my website, beautybycode.com, take the quiz and you will find out which acid is best suited for your unique skin type. Listen, I appreciate you being here with me today. Leave a comment below, share your love with me, and talk to you soon. Bye for now.